designed to work this way. You weren't built to survive your business. You were built to transform through it. Yesterday, I shared a love letter to your brilliance and a reminder that your human design is not a box to shrink into, but a map that lets you dance freely across the full spectrum of who you are. You are not the victim, you are the co-creator. And if you missed part 1, please go back and listen to yesterday's audio drop. I think you'll really enjoy it. Today, let's bring that remembrance into your business, into your work, into your wealth, into your impact. I was first introduced to human design by a client who gifted me a reading. And that first session, it didn't just miss, it made me furious. Instead of revealing what was uniquely brilliant about me, I was told I would spend most of my life in a not-self state, that as a non-sacral being, it was a good thing I didn't have children because I am not here to create something from nothing, and many other things that were incredibly disempowering. And let me tell you, nothing lights a Sagittarius on fire than someone trying to write her out of her own power. So I did what I always do with disempowering narratives. I pulled it apart. I questioned the source. And then I went deeper than anyone expected me to. I didn't start with surface level summaries. I went to the roots. I studied the I Ching. I dove into astrology and the Hindu chakra system. I traced the Kabbalah, and I even wrestled with quantum mechanics, which, let me be honest, still makes my brain hurt. And what I uncovered is this. Human design was never meant to shame you into stillness, but it was codified by a man afraid of power, afraid of feelings, and I think a little afraid of women. It is a cosmic transmission with a divine mission. It was meant to illuminate what the world has tried to erase. You were designed for something, on purpose, with precision, with power. And I'm not the only one who's been misread. I've heard story after story from clients who nearly walked away from their businesses because of bad readings. I was told my open throat meant I would never be good at marketing. I thought maybe it meant I wasn't here to lead. I started to believe my design made me broken. Let me say this clearly. You are not broken. Your design is not a flaw, and you don't need to fit into anyone else's interpretation of your brilliance, including mine. Scientists estimate the probability of you being born is 1 in about 400 trillion. That's the statistical equivalent of being struck by lightning 400 million times. You, beloved, are impossibly rare. Your birth was not random. It was a win in the divine lottery. When I sit with that truth, tears come easily, because your presence here, it matters. Your design isn't a cosmic quirk. It's a precise, unrepeatable architecture. And your energy holds the instructions. Every place in your chart where it's colored in, that's your native energy. That's how you do your best work. That's where you have consistent access to power, perspective, and potency. And every place that's open or uncolored, that's not broken. That's where you create the opportunities for transformation, not just for you, but for your clients. Your open centers are where you feel, where you reflect, where you amplify. It's where their energy meets yours and something new is born. This is why you were chosen for them and why they can't get what you have to offer from anyone else. Human design doesn't just show you what you do. It reveals how you do it best. It shows you things like your primary driver, what you need to feel to access your genius, the core feeling that your clients need to receive from you, where you are here to guide, to initiate, or respond, and how you best make decisions, build offers, hire support, launch programs, and scale your work. For example, it's literally written into my design to impart a felt sense of safety. And once I understood that, I could finally name the thing that my clients had been reflecting back to me for years. I feel safe here. You're an oasis. You're the first money person who hasn't made me cry. I never feel stupid with you. And I've heard stories of bookkeepers, accountants, and CFOs making clients feel ashamed, small, judged. And if that's ever happened to you, I am sorry. On behalf of the entire industry, I'm sorry. Because you deserve better. And your design might be trying to show you the way. The cost of someone else's rules. Let me say something you already know in your bones. You are not here to follow someone else's money rules. You've probably tried, I know I have, the formulas, the scripts, the step-by-step blueprints, and maybe, just maybe it worked. For a minute. But then the income dipped, the next launch flopped, the profits disappeared, and the burnout roared in. Because you were never supposed to mimic. You were designed to lead in your own rhythm. When you build by someone else's rules, the math doesn't math. Because your soul doesn't copy-paste. When I read your money design chart, I'm not just reading lines and gates and numbers. I'm reading your invitation, the one the universe sent with you, the one that tells me how you magnetize resources, what language opens doors and creates opportunities, what role you're here to play in the collective, what strategy feels like breath and ease, and where your path to prosperity truly begins. The process I walk my clients through is simple, but powerful. In my money design readings, first we decode. We trace the map of your brilliance, your gift, your shadows, your intuitive decision-making, your unique wealth signature. We start transmuting every I should into I am. Then we magnetize. Together we'll uncover what supports you. What people, environments, timing, energy, money. Then you can align your business with the fuel it actually runs on. And once you've decoded yourself, a new invitation arrives. Many of my clients choose to go deeper at this point, into decoding the people that they're here to serve. And this is some of the most magnetic, joyful work that I get to do. Charting the energetic blueprints of your dream clients, learning how they self-sabotage, finding out where they shrink, what sparks them into action. Imagine knowing your clients so intimately, not through projection, but through design, that your offers become oracles. That clarity, that power, it's already there. It's all inside your chart. So we amplify. We look at the partnerships, the clients, and the audience, and how your design transforms them. Your message gets clearer, louder, more resonant. You stop chasing and start calling in. Reflection prompt. Have you had a human design reading before? How did it make you feel? Disempowered or powerful as fuck? What would shift if your chart was read through the lens of your potential? My schedule is now open for 90-minute money design readings. I'll drop the link in the description. And just for fun, check out my website. prosperityfirst.com is written through the lens of my own design and what it tells me about those I'm meant to co-create with. Enjoy. Daily affirmation. I release every rule that doesn't honor who I am. My design is a mirror and a map. My work is a transmission of truth. I was born for alignment, overflow, and deep contribution. And that begins now. Script. Profit is protest. So is learning the language of your own design. So is refusing to make yourself palatable to systems that were never built for your brilliance. Your work isn't a mask or a performance. It's a current, a channel, a living transmission, shaped by your design, expanded by your truth, and felt by the ones who have been waiting for you.